Yeah, I mean, you look at the standings and, you just don't want to be too far behind at this time of the year. I don't think there's much to, if you're first place right now, you're going to finish first place, or they're not handing out trophies at U.S. Thanksgiving. So it's a good marker, 20 games in, and our division's clumped up. We're right there. We just need to get on a run, and we'll be back in the place we want to be.
What has encouraged you about the way the team has played since coming back from California?
Just our compete. I thought when we played Boston, we matched it, and they came out with fire, and what they've been through, they fired their coach, and they came out and played hard, and they played well defensively, and so did we. We matched it, and we carried it on, and the season's been up and down, but that was a big win for us last night when we competed well. We got big saves, and then we scored timely goals. So we need to continue that and continue with our structure.
5 goals against here in the last 3 games. What's been the difference? What's that's allowed you to improve defensively here? I know much of it is goaltending, but as far as the way the team's playing,
really our goalies have been really good, and we're still giving up a lot of chances. Not a lot off the rush, and not much in the slot, but when it has been there, our goalies have answered it, and I think that's key to playing defense is they can't be taking slot shots every shift, 4, 5, 6 times a period. So we minimize them and really try and focus on keeping them to the outside. And if they want to float pucks in, we're going to box out and make it clear lane for our goalie.
Dylan, you mentioned having to get on a run here, and it feels like consistency might be one of the problems that cause the ups and downs we've seen this season. How does this team get on a run like that and play a little bit more consistently?
By competing, and you've seen it the last week. Hasn't been there consistently, but it's coming, and our structure is there. When we're competing, it makes up for a lot of our mistakes that we make. That's going to happen in a hockey game to any team. So, it's like checking with your feet, moving your feet, making good plays. We compete well. We usually are in the game and have a chance to win.
When you play 2-1, 3-2 games in a row like this, how much does that help kind of reinforce the structure and I guess kind of keep you in it by necessity a little bit?
Yeah, it does. You see the results and you see the buy-in from the guys doing it. So it's the way we have to play to be successful, and everyone in here knows that.
Just personally with the 12 goals this season, I mean, things are going really well that way. What's been happening in that respect, or whatnot? I mean, what's going right for you?
I mean, probably not thinking about it at all and just playing the game, and highs and lows are crazy in our game, and you just try and show up every night, and you're going to get your chances. It's when you don't get your chances you have to worry. So whether it's power play or 5-on-5, usually playing with the best players on our team, so it's on me to get myself in position, and then when I'm there, just to bury them.
Marco's role's kind of grown here since he's gotten called up. What have you seen from him so far?
Someone that competes, someone that he's still figuring out the NHL game a little bit, but he competes really hard, and he skates well. He moves around the ice really well. So he's someone that I'm very optimistic about, and I think that he has earned his position here and earned to stay, and someone that I could see having an engine for our team, and someone that brings it every night.
Dylan, this is always a fun week of the year with you guys playing the night before Thanksgiving. Lions get to play tomorrow. Do you have a message for those guys playing football tomorrow, just being a hometown guy?
Oh, yeah, I mean, you guys, they're doing great, and it's fun to watch. It's fun to be a part of. The city, all the fans love them, and I think that, good luck tomorrow on Thanksgiving.
How are your goalies?
Talbot will be in net tonight. He got his work in yesterday, so he had a scheduled morning off. And then Alex tweaked something in morning skate. Don't know a whole lot more to it. He just had to leave the ice, so Ville Husso will come up and back up tonight.
Derek.
Kane's still out, or
Kane's out. Yeah, he'll be out tonight. He took some reps today, obviously, as you saw, but did not take the power play. So I think he's inching closer, staying that day-to-day situation.
You mentioned, I think it was last week, you peeked at the standings, and you don't do that a lot. Do you do it at U.S. Thanksgiving?
No, yeah. I think the biggest thing about U.S. Thanksgiving is, I don't know, what's the number? It's like 70, 80% make the playoffs. And usually that's the top end of it. It's usually that 20% that's battling throughout. And hopefully we'll stay in that mix and that battle. Great opportunity tonight. Obviously, hope to build off a good win the other night. Pretty similar where we were the other night, and we lost a tight one to Boston, but we'll have our hands full tonight. Watching back Calgary, you can see why they're one of the top teams in the league. Unbelievable balance throughout their lineup, some high end, some compete, and obviously getting some good goaltending. So this will be a good challenge for us tonight.
Dylan mentioned that one of the big differences the last 3 games is a higher compete level. Are you seeing that too?
Well, we've tried to emphasize winning a few more battles. I think our structure has been pretty good. Obviously, we've given up 5 goals in the last 3 games, and I think we've gradually been growing some areas of our game defensively. But I think the third period in Boston was a miss for us in that we turned some pucks over, but we lost some battles. They kind of won that 50-50 battle, and I think it's something we've been emphasizing. It's something I thought we got the other night, so yes, I think it's something hopefully we can build on.
Calgary, looking at their schedule, they've won a lot of close games. They've won a lot of games that have gone past the 60 minutes. Is there something, like, when you look at a team that plays like that, is that something that, looking at it, is that just a mentality? Is that a way a team plays? How do you
It's a good team. Again, I talk about their balance. I don't, the media can do what they want. Obviously, no one liked us in the media, no one liked them. When you look down their lineup, you don't have to have a name to be good. They have some stars in that team, but I don't think the depth of their lineup and maybe some of their younger guys get enough credit for how good they are. I think a lot of those tight games might be a little mentality, but that's just a really good hockey team getting some good goaltending.
And then a guy on that team, I just wanted to ask you, because I know you coached in Tampa, Blake Holman is going over there.
Yeah, he's talk about a guy you can build around, compete, absolute winner. That's him. I think that's the kind of player they have a lot of that type of player. It just seems like when you're even looking tonight, what your matchups are going to be. I mean, they have hard on every single line, like him, combined with some skill. So yeah, I think again he's the type of player of why you had success. He's a winner. I know it sounds crazy or vague, but he's that guy that he's hard to play against. He wins a lot of battles. He lifts the team with some of the things he does on the ice. Thanks, guys.